And right now I want to create an icon for it, so I right click, and then here I click on open buttons file in this way, and then a notepad file named button will be created, as you can see, which is empty, as you can see, by which you can create your icons. Anyway, here in level 1 view, I select these two grid lines. I isolate these two elements since I want to create an icon for them to make them more beautiful. I move this to here and the vertical one in this way, like this. I move it again in this way and the vertical. Well done. So here let me take a picture of this face or level view. I launch Snagit or whatever softwares you want. Here in image, actually Snagit is a software for taking pictures, actually print a screen. Can you use it to print a screen in books, or for example some softwares, office softwares, Words or PowerPoints and stuff like that. I click on capture to print a screen in this way, and then I select this part in this way. I close the Snagit, and then you will see Snagit editor window like this, and then I make it more organized. I delete the mouse icon, for example, and then I minimize the boundaries in this way, like this. And then after that I add a text here, so I click on text to add a text. Then I type renumbering or renumber grids like this, in this way. Grids renumber in this way. Well done, in this way, and then I place it here or wherever you want. I minimize the crop boundaries in this way, like this. Then I uncheck the shadow. You can modify the font size. I select fill, and then I open the list and then click on the white, and then I change the color of this part. I save it exactly in the same folder in Revit Structure, Files, Dynamo, and then Save with the format of GPage or PNG. And the Dynamo file is named renumber grids, so I copy the name and then I paste it in the name of the PNG file, since they should be the same. Anyway, after doing this, I reset this and then I save the Revit file and then I close Revit. After that, the notepad file button. Then here you should add some scripts, so press shift, hold shift and add braces, and then add some space between them. Then I press tab and then add a double quotation by holding shift and pressing semicolon. And after that I type the name of the tab. For example, here I type Iran-BIM tools, and then again double quotation, and then two spaces or double spaces, and then quotation mark, opening and enclosing brackets. Then let me save it. What was the name of this script? Renumber grids. I copy the text and then I paste it inside the brackets in double quotations in this way. And then again I save the file. I close the file. After that I launch Revit. But actually here, note that you have to restart the Revit. I mean, you have to close it and then launch it again. Or if the Revit was opened while you were writing the script, you should restart the Revit and let the settings to be applied on Revit. So just wait for a second. I pause the video and after that I continue again. Very well. So Revit is opened, and here I open the file. Anyway, here as you can see the tab Iran-BIM tools is added. Actually, when you open Revit, you will see the icon of Dyno browser for nearly 20 seconds. I mean, it takes a moment for Dyno browser to be loaded into Revit. And when you create a new icon, here a purple line is added. Here in Iran-BIM tools, as you can see, the icon is added in this way. But right now, to make our icon more beautiful, I open Photoshop. So I close Revit, then I launch Photoshop. Well, actually I have imported the file into Photoshop. I select fill to apply it on the background or the foreground. For example, I specify a color, or I can select green or blue to set it for the foreground in this way. And let me set the color into these parts in this way. Again, I click on color picker and I set blue. Okay, and then I color the numbers and letters. Very well. Control S to save them, and then I close it. And then again I launch Revit. Here note that you don't have to create an picture for it. I mean, even if you don't create an image for it, a button would be added there. But you can't call it an icon since it is a kind of a text. For example, here you got renumber grids. You may have there RG, for example. I mean, if you don't set an image to consider it as the icon, the Revit itself considers a text for it. Anyway, in Revit, I open the grids in this way. So here in Iran-BIM tool, the icon has changed. Anyway, in level 1, right now if I make a copy out of D1, here the order is D112E. I just need to click on renumber grids, then check this out, D1EF. Or for example, if I delete some of the grids in this way, and in horizontal grids, I delete some of them in this way, and after that I just click on renumber grids, and after that they will be organized. Check this out. So as you can see, they are put in order, and it helps you a lot. You can use this way instead of setting all of the grids again and spending so much time on them. So in this condition you can fix them by just one click. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the technique.